Oh,
What?
are we live?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say this. This is sad.
Okay, yeah, don't say it.
Aristocratic etiquette is
I mean,
all
like,
just
it's not
for show.
bad. It's just, like,
Smile,
bad
nod
news from
along.
Ohio again.
I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Why is this not going on YouTube?
I'll post an expedition of the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, so it looks like we might just be on Twitch, because
Star
I
Snatch
don't know
Cliff
why
is known
it's
for
not
its
going on
views.
YouTube.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Okay. So we'll just not be on YouTube, I guess. I'm confused.
You said we will not be?
We should be, but it's not showing up. Hold on. Okay, it's live.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
You
Alright,
want to
we
learn
are
some
live on
Favonia's
YouTube.
blade work? All right then, I'll
That's
teach you. Oh
Brilliant.
yes, I'll teach you all
And we're
right.
live on Twitch.
Mark my words.
I am about to check the Twitch right now.
Has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna move to our live
How can I help you?
part of the show. Okay, guys. So, we are going to
Ancient
talk
alchemy
about some of the
truly is
Genshin
fascinating.
leaks that have come up. We're also going to be talking about
Should I choose?
some opinions that we have about characters, like as you can see in the title. We are also going to be talking about what we expect to see on the Genshin Impact Live tomorrow and what we want to see on the Genshin Impact Live tomorrow, which is going to be like super early, so by the time I actually wake up it will be over,
Ancient
and
alchemy
You're also
truly
here
is
for March
probably
That's
play
fine, aren't
some
you?
Phas later. So yeah, let me pull this up right now.
Give me one sec to check my audio. I'm trying to do it through my phone this time to see if that comes off better, but I just want to check and see if it sounds okay.
Okay, because I can't. Okay. So yeah, we are going to go over some things that have come up about.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work?
From
All right then,
One
I'll
sec to
teach
check
you.
my audio. I'm trying
Oh
to do it
yes,
through my phone.
I'll
Truly is
teach you all right.
fascinating.
Mark my
I'm
words.
hearing echoing.
Just because I turned it on real quick, I turned on the audio on the stream just to check and see if
Okay.
my audio was
All right. So.
coming through because I'm on the phone.
All right. So let me go turn
It needs to be
down.
okay.
Let me turn down Genshin a little bit because it's a little loud.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy
We are going to play the
truly
game
is
a tiny bit too. That was almost so bad. Okay, so first thing we're going to go over. We're going to go over
Aristocratic
these
etiquette is all
potential
just for
leaks
show.
that had
Just
came
smile
out.
and nod along.
Let me
I
pull
was
this
forced to
up.
learn all of the rules by heart,
Oh
but even
gosh,
I don't
where
take them
is my
that
mouse?
seriously.
All right, so we're going to pull this up.
Your mic is kind of low, game audio sort of high. Is that my mic?
Yeah.
Or is that
No, it was
Brittany's?
mine. Okay, so is that better? It should be a lot better. I just turned down Genshin, so it should be a lot
Okay.
better. So we are going to go over some of the leaks that did to come out for, I believe it's going to be 2.4. I think these are the leaks. And we're going to be going over things that we know that's coming up tomorrow in the live stream and what we expect to see later.
Wait,
So,
isn't this before when we said we were getting Zhao?
okay, so we're going to go over that right now.
You told me
I've
we were
delayed it.
Zhao,
I
though.
delayed it long enough. We're going to go over it right now. So, I'm going to pull this up. So this
You
is
lied to me about Zhao.
this is by You Betcha on Twitter. I think they are a tester. If I'm wrong about that, but please correct me. But they say I can vouch for the same info that 2.4 will bring Yujin with no news on Shenhe's release. From my info, I will also add that 2.4 will bring a new area. They put the first time that it will likely be Chasm. However, they amended it and said that it's not. They don't think it's going to be Chasm. They think it's going to be Enkanomiya, which is a different area.
And Hanomia.
It's going to be like an underwear area in Izanuma. So we're going to be getting a new area in Izanuma to explore. From what I understand, it's probably going to be similar to Dragonspine in Mondstadt, but
No.
obviously Izanuma, it's going to be underwater from what we are seeing now. These are all leaks, so everything can change at the drop of the hat. Nothing is ever confirmed until it's out there. As we know, Mihoyo likes to change things and try to keep people on their toes, especially leakers. So yeah, looks like we are going to be getting a new area in Izanuma in 2.4. What is tomorrow's patch numbers? Tomorrow, the next one's 2.3, right?
I think so.
So we are going to be getting, from what it looks like in 2.4, a new area in Izanuma. Personally, I'm kind of over Izanuma, so I am ready to move on from Izanuma. Like, I don't know. I had such high hopes for Izanuma, and it honestly, I was talking to Kane about this earlier today, that it had the potential to be the best, and it just fell so short. So I'm ready to move on. I'm actually not looking forward to the next region. I'm completely blanking on what it is at the moment. Like what it's called.
Oh god, the Hydro one? Fontaine?
No, that's not that. I'm looking forward to that
Oh.
one. Which one is that one, Kane? I am totally blanking on it. But I'm really looking forward to Chasm. There are some leaks of things that are going to be coming out tomorrow. So it's
Sumeru.
Sumeru. I'm not really looking forward to Sumeru, but I am ready to move on from Izanuma. For me, Izanuma has just been a giant disappointment. So I'm totally ready to move on and go to a different area. And yeah. So for tomorrow, it's basically confirmed we're going to be getting an Albedo rerun. We're also going to be getting Ito. So how it's going to go back to back, I'm not 100% sure, because I keep getting mixed information of who's coming first. I think Albedo is coming first, and then Ito is going to be coming first. And what else are we getting tomorrow? Oh, we have Dragonspine events coming tomorrow when we get a better look at that in the live tomorrow. We're getting a Dragonspine event. We're going to get a free weapon from the Dragonspine event as well. And Albedo first. Ito is going, Goryo. I'm playing too much Phasmophobia. Goro is going to be on Ito's banner. So we're going to be looking forward to finally getting Goro. He was very much a character that a lot of people are looking forward to, and we're really looking forward to learning more about in the story, which we didn't unfortunately get, which is going to come on to part of my rant later about Mihoyo.
I'm interested in Goro. I don't know if I want to pull on him though. I have mixed feelings on him. Like, he's a bow user, which I'm not a huge fan of, but he's a Geo bow user, and I think that could be interesting. And obviously, we don't have one yet, so.
And there is rumors, obviously. These are all rumors, and like I said, Mihoyo can change their mind at any moment. This is not confirmed at all. Like, literally, they can change it the day before they announce it. There are rumors that Zhao will be rerunning in 2.4. However,
I love him. Please, Mihoyo, give me Zhao.
However, with this new region from Izanuma coming in, I feel like it'd be a little bit weird to rerun Zhao then alongside that, but we will see what they end up doing.
Maybe Zhao can go there.
Zhao can go there.
I'm just a little desperate.
It makes more sense to rerun Zhao during Lantern Rite, which would be about February, but we'll see what they end up doing. I know that there are rumors about they're making a new standard banner, which is why we have the child rerun, and we might see a bunch of like random character reruns because of that. That don't make sense because they're trying to do a new standard banner. They definitely need one because now there's going to be so many characters that you're going to be waiting so long for reruns. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. There is a character, I'm totally blanking on their name, and Kane told me what their name is, that we are going to be running into an event in 2.3 that gives us insight to a region that we're going to be going to next. They did it for Izanuma, and so I'm likely they're going to give us information on Sumeru. I'm totally blanking on what that character's name is, and if everyone knows, just let me know in the chat. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not really looking forward to the live stream tomorrow because I'm neutral in Albedo. I absolutely hate Dragonspine, so I'm not looking forward to that event at all. And Ito is, I can take it or leave it. I think he's a great character to add because we really need that diversity in character types. So I'm looking forward to that. I really wish Ito was more in Izanuma's story than he actually is, because how he is right now, he's basically a character that we couldn't learn about in the story, but it's through like side pieces. Like side content.
I do wish he had shown up even a little bit.
I know. Like I really think so too. So
I don't need him to be like a super main character. I do wish he had shown up though. And I do think that was kind of a weakness of Inazuma, was there weren't really a lot of main characters. There wasn't, for as much as we went into it, there weren't a lot of main characters.
Some of these new characters that people want, just to me personally, don't make sense of why you guys want them so bad. We know absolutely nothing about them in terms of like the story. Like, makes no sense. Like, I don't like Baizo, but we also like know nothing about him, and I know that there's lots of people who like adore him.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
The guy with the snake.
Yes.
Yeah, Baiju.
I don't care about him right now. I know we know very little about him except for his connection to Chi-Chi. So like I really don't care. I don't know why people want him so bad.
I would say probably I think the reason people want him is because he's associated with Chi-Chi.
No, I kind of disagree.
And because he's theorized to be one of the first Dendros.
I think that they said that the first Dendro that we're going to be getting is Yaya, which will be a free unit. When that was what the rumor has been, but that was also like when that came out, that was when we were getting stuff about the Moon Chase Festival, which totally changed. The thing is, like, with Mihoyo is they have
happening still.
We already had it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Wow, that just totally blanked in my brain.
So, yep. And yeah, but it's basically, I think that's it for like leaks that we know. Again, tomorrow we are going to get a live. I'm not going to do any coverage on it because I'm going to be fair, I'm not very much interested in the live. I'm interested in seeing if they introduce anything new, but we basically know everything that's going to be coming in that live unless they just totally shock us.
Maybe they'll tell me that Zhao is going to become a standard banner character.
Can you imagine if Xiao was standard banner character?
I could die of happiness.
Okay, so
And die because I was broke.
I'm actually waiting to see if King can get on so I can go in my rant about Kokomi. Do you have any, what are you, like, is there anything you're looking forward to in the live tomorrow? I kind of hope, and I doubt that they will, I kind of hope that they give us, 2.4 ideas of things that we can look forward to, because right now they are only giving us about information about the patch right ahead, and we already know from leakers what's going to come in it, so we have like very little to look forward to, and we're really getting into a lull in terms of Genshin. So they need to give us something to look forward to. We don't really have anything. It's very sad. I know a lot of people were looking forward to Izanuma. I'm pretty sure that the pandemic really hindered the plot because it looked like they had a lot riding on Izanuma and more ideas than we actually got.
Yeah. I had pretty high expectations for Inazuma. I do admit that I was disappointed with Inazuma. Which I don't think is unusual. I think a lot of people were disappointed with Inazuma. To be fair, that isn't Mihoyo's fault that we got leaks, LMAO, but it would be nice to get a look ahead / a roadmap of what's coming.
Yeah, it's not Mihoyo's fault that we got leaks.
No, not at all.
But they know it's a problem. It's not new. This is why they sued people. And while the leaks do really hurt, like, the company, right? In terms of, like...
Give the viewers things to look forward to.
We don't have very many things to look forward to. They're not giving us a lot of insight of things coming, and... it's so frustrating as somebody who wants to continuously play the game and expect new things and get excited about the game. Especially right now, it's just like everything is not the greatest. I don't know if we're like in the part of where the pandemic really affected Mihoyo, because I know that they were working on Izanuma for a long time, but it just really feels like there's like nothing going on right now.
And to be fair, I think if Mihoyo was better at giving us information ahead of time, if they were better about letting us know what was coming down the road, I think that would really help with that communication kind of issue. Because at least we'd know, like, okay, they are working on stuff, like, this sounds really good. And it would give us stuff to look forward to, and I think it would hold us over. In a way, I think that would also help combat the leaks if they were more straightforward.
I also think
then people wouldn't feel the need to look and scour the web.
We also have to
report leaks as much. I think
we also have to keep in mind they might be stretching themselves a little bit thin because they are working on a third game, so that's also a possibility.
I totally forgot about the third game.
That we might be feeling the effects of that.
That's true.
I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
So yeah, that's also another possibility. But I didn't want to go on my Kokomi rant, but I don't know a lot about the technical side of Kokomi because I don't understand it, which is why I wanted Kane here to help me go explain it. So yeah, maybe find a good area to start talking at. Hold on. Okay. Did I kill all the towers? Kate's in the chat, right? Or in the voice chat? Okay. What the hell? Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to preface this by saying I really appreciate Mihoyo as a company. I am somebody who has contributed to the company, and I've given them like lots of benefit of the doubt and been very supportive, and having criticism of the company is not hate. This is not hate at all. This is honestly valid criticism of how they treat some characters, except for like their fan favorites. So yeah, just to get that out of the way, this is not hate towards the company. This is just something that I've observed that they do to many characters, and it's really sad as somebody who loves specific characters. So, let me kill this. Alright, let me just kill it. Okay. So, Kokomi is... I don't know how to start this rant. Okay, so a lot of people were looking forward to Kokomi since her design first came out, because her design was leaked a long time ago and her design actually changed. She is probably... There's a few characters that I think may be in similar positions as Kokomi. I could think of one I would say is Lisa, but I don't think quite as bad as Kokomi. She is so freaking shafted. It's unbelievable. Mihoyo just at this point just incredibly hates Kokomi, and I'm gonna go over the reasons of why I feel like they just completely mistreat this character, who I personally love. I really love her as a character, and I really wish that she got more love and appreciation. So when Kokomi first came out, well, to start, she's a healer. So fans don't generally like healers. They like the big attack units. So she was already getting some like backlash before she even came out, because she's a healer and people want to see big numbers. They don't want to see heals. So, but Kokomi was set up to be this character in the story of Inazuma, to be like this really powerful force, and we'll go through it in a second. This really powerful... That was amazing.
Like military leader.
Yeah, so she's a really powerful leader. She's a tactician. She's incredibly smart. She always thinks of all the potential outcomes of different scenarios. They did a really good lead up to her character in 2.0, I believe. And then when we actually got Kokomi in the story, she was so underutilized. So, like, what they ended up doing with her actually contradicted how they set her up, because they said that she thought of every possible outcome of a situation, but she didn't see that getting weapons from random people to her people could end up being a bad thing, when most players probably saw it coming that it was a bad thing. She was also not in 2.1?
Also, being totally fair, I think utilizing the fact that she wasn't in 2.1 could have been done really, really well. Also, I think, obviously there was probably a better way to work around the fact that she, I guess, didn't look at the fact that there was a risk involved with taking the weapons that were being given by an anonymous donor. I think that it could have been painted in a way where it was like, okay, I acknowledge that there's a risk here, but like, we have to take whatever we can get because we're in such a bad position in this war right now.
Okay.
And I think that could have been done better. I think they could have done that.
So Kokomi. So she was set up to be the fighting force against Raiden. Raiden Shogun was really built up to be this force that, like, she was supposed to be like a, not an equal, because she was supposed to be more the equal to Asara, but she was supposed to be like a tiny bit better from like what I was understanding, because she was the leader of the resistance. She did really nothing in terms of the story to be the leader of the resistance, because she literally did nothing. In 2.1, I don't even think she showed up except for like 2 or 3 cutscenes. At the final fight, she didn't even show up. That makes no sense. They just cut her out of the story. They even cut parts of her character out of the story that we saw in the trailer. And they built her up so much in the trailer to be this, you know, unique character force against the Raiden Shogun. And that build-up was totally let down. So not just that, going into more of Kokomi, if you've, and this is spoilers, so one of the draws of the Genshin characters is you start to build the friendship with them, and you get to learn more about their character. Well, Kokomi's, and I'm going to pull it up right now, her character,
like
story is exactly her character story in the game. It's nothing different. There's no new information at all. It's literally like a copy paste. It's so like
lazy.
It's so lazy, and it's insane how lazy it is, especially for such like a unique looking character. And if I'm thinking of a character to compare her to, the closest character I can compare her to would be Ganyu. Ganyu is like, you know, a hard worker. They're the most similar, honestly, I can think of. The other one I would think is Jean, but I think Ganyu is a better comparison, and they did so much with Ganyu. But the thing is, her character story is also recycled of Jean's story, which is also just lazy. Like,
I think everyone acknowledges the problems with Jean's quest. And to be fair, they did fix the part where, you know, Jean didn't actually show up in her own story quest. That was kind of unfortunate. And at least Kokomi did show up in hers, but it was still kind of the whole aspect of like, I'm overworked.
Yeah,
like,
it was such a,
it really felt like a rework.
It's not even just like, it's not even that, it's just like a literally like a recycled story. It's a boring story. There's like no creativity in that at all, like just the story itself. Jean's quest, character quest, is so boring and so uncreative. I felt really bad, and I always say she's like literally one of the worst character quests when we first had her.
I liked Jean too, even acknowledged it was a terrible story quest.
I literally don't even remember her story quest.
We have to go do her chores for her.
Like, Venti is over cats. That's all I remember about Jean's story quest.
I think you have to catch a cat for him because, like, he can't go near it.
Yeah.
And some other stuff.
Okay.
I kept putting it off until it physically forced me to do it while I was trying to do a side quest.
Okay, and then so not only do we have the problems of her utilization in the story, the problems of utilization of creativity of her character story and just giving us more information about her, even though she has like one of the best designs of the Izanuma characters in my opinion, and best designs of all the other characters. Like, she's a very unique, very well designed character. She also has a really weird kit, allegedly. I don't understand this because I don't understand it, which is why I want Keen to more give us insight of this, because I absolutely love Kokomi. She works so well for me because I am a cryo main at this point, and she works incredibly well with my Ayaka in terms of them just doing a great AoE together. However, I know like one of the comparisons is that you can basically get the same thing with Kokomi that you can get with Barbara, but better. And while yes, you can do that for my purposes, I like having her do the AoE more than Barbara, because Barbara's, you get the AoE on her ult. But people say that her kit's really weird. I don't understand that. I do know that she has no crit, which is a little odd. But besides that, I don't understand, like, what else is weird about it.
Yeah, she has no crit, but like nothing to make up for the fact that she can't crit.
Doesn't she have, like, healing bonus?
No. Her weapon does. That's the weird thing. Her ascension stat, like when you level her up and you ascend her, it's hydro damage bonus, which makes no sense because she's not a DPS.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't cast a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Love that.
So that's why her kit is very weird and just doesn't synergize.
I know that, so I know, I appreciate them trying something new and forcing us to go out of the box to try to build a character, but it seems like they got halfway there and gave up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally like the whole like idea I get from Kokomi. Now, Kokomi works perfectly for me. Like, she fits in so well. But I know a lot of a lot of people didn't like her, and I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect you or say you're wrong that you don't like her, because that's a personal preference. She is difficult to build, sort of, but she's different, and I
because she's supposed to be the easiest to build, because you don't have to worry about crit rate, crit damage, pretty much anything, except for what, HP and elemental mastery?
Yeah, HP percent.
Yeah.
I mean, you can start building up her... I feel like the Ascensions is to balance her, maybe? But she should already have that balance to start with. Part of me feels like she was like a character that was like still in development when COVID started.
I think technically she was. She was in the original, like, closed beta, like, with Ayaka, Zhao.
Oh, really?
Like, everyone from, yeah. Like, and she was originally called Mimi.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. That was a totally different design, and they completely reworked her.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I don't know what their problem is, but there are a few characters that they do this with. Another example I like to use, and I absolutely am not a big fan of this character, is Lisa. Lisa's incredibly shafted. She hasn't been in an event for God knows how long. They just kind of tossed her to the side. Mihoyo has a really bad problem of just throwing older characters to the side, which is going to bite them in the butt later when they have to start.
In 1.6 with the archipelago thing.
Lisa
she was
wasn't
the one
there.
Who gave you like the information.
It was Jean.
No, you had to go talk to Lisa.
You talked to both
of them.
of them.
Totally misremembering.
I'm 90% sure we didn't talk to Lisa in the archipelago, because I thought it was weird that we didn't. I mean,
we talked to her to get to the archipelago, but she wasn't there.
No, it was Jean. Jean was there. But there are a few characters. I mean, what's another character we can compare her to? I mean, there's lots of characters that get really shafted in Genshin that shouldn't be. Jinyon's one. What is that? What is the ice boy's name? Changyun. He's really shafted. He just showed up in the story, and they didn't give him any explanation. They just gave him a plate card.
They gave a little blurb and goes, "This is Changyun."
Okay, so she was in the archipelago.
At least he has a hangout, but still.
He's so cute.
He's adorable.
Remember when we were all maining on Changyun when we had a stranger come?
Yeah, I would use him more if I didn't.
40 Changyuns.
I would use him more if I didn't main Eula.
I was a Changyun main for a while.
That was a great story you just told.
The problem was he affects everyone with cryo damage.
He's really fun to use with Diluc.
That's true, but
I have Eula
until after I moved off of Changyun.
I literally right now have Eula and Diluc on the same team.
I
Okay.
always have Ayaka and Diluc on the same team.
Ayaka is freaking OP, man.
I love Ayaka with all my heart. She is so powerful.
Like,
I needed someone like her. I am so glad I pulled on her.
well, Ayaka kind of, well, in a way, she kind of shafted Kaching because everyone says that she's the cryo Kaching.
She can't teleport though. Kachin can teleport.
What? What?
So she can't, but she moves incredibly fast.
Please explain this.
So like if you use her E, you can control where her like hairpin or whatever goes, and then you can teleport there. That's how I cheated that one quest in
We just haven't done her yet.
She's super fun to use.
I
need to use her. I love her.
At this point, I don't think I would use her because I'm so far, like, gone from her, if that makes sense. At this point,
Too good for
Yeah, but everyone
Kachin.
else built up a lot higher than her.
I mean, by the time that I get her from right now, I'll probably have Ye who will just completely outshine her. I'm hoping, anyway. Because then we'll have the essentially her replacement, which would be a new electro catalyst. Because she's the only electro
not a
catalyst
catalyst.
right now.
She's not a catalyst.
This is the catalyst.
Who?
Lisa.
Oh.
Kachin's a sword.
So then just ignore what I just said.
I was
But
like, wait a second, she's not a catalyst.
Yeah. Like they have totally different roles.
I was so confused.
Like, yeah, it is supposed to be like the electro ceiling for DPS, but I mean that's just a rumor right now. We don't know if that's legit.
Electrocelia for DPS.
Like she's gonna have the most damage out of any electro character.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, what do we think in terms of like that new region coming? Do we think that's gonna push back potentially Zhao coming?
Please no. He's been
For
pushed back
D's
so
sake, I
far.
want to say no, but
Please,
it would
please,
make
please.
no sense.
So, what Liyue characters then are? Because you said there would be 3 Liyue characters in a row. What?
It would be
Zhao.
Shenhe, Yunjin, who are supposed to be on the same banner, and then
Zhao.
possibly Zhao. But it would make no sense if Anko no Miya comes out in Inazuma, and then we get 3 Liyue characters. So that's why people were thinking maybe Lantern Rite this year is going to be more focused on Shenhe.
Which one's Shenhe?
I know. What?
Which one's Shenhe?
She's the one who's supposed to be Cloud Retainer,
Okay.
like the human form of Cloud Retainer, if that's still true. Or she
Okay.
might just be some rando character.
But we have absolutely no confirmation of Shenhe coming.
Nope,
Yeah.
other than that one leaker.
Could
Yes.
be Zhao.
Which we did.
It's a really reliable leaker, though. Uncle Dum Dum is supposed to be like one of, like an actual insider.
Share the same cultural heritage.
Okay, so yeah,
He's
I
gotten
have
a
a full
lot of
backup.
things right. So
Okay.
his name is literally Uncle Dum Dum.
Uncle Dum Dum. I wonder if we're gonna get Baizo in Chasm. By whatever his
I
name.
kind of
have
wonder
no
what
idea.
Baizu would end up being, like, element-wise, because I know people were assuming that he would be Dendro, but...
Yeah, he has the Dendro vision.
Yeah, but we were saying the first Dendro probably wouldn't be him, so I don't know if he'd just end up coming out later, or if he would
Probably.
end up being the first Dendro.
Maybe.
I think that the first character that they'll do. So I know when Moon Chase was first coming out, they were showing Yao Yao or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was rumored to be the first like Dendro, and we were gonna get her for free. Now that can be totally changed now. I could see them doing the first Dendro being either a really cute girl or a really cute boy for the pools.
Though, to be entirely fair, I think a lot of people would pull on Baizu.
Oh, yeah.
I
He has
won't.
a lot of people waiting for him.
I don't know why.
I like his snake.
I think people are really into that snake.
He reminds me of Ayame
Snake is good.
from Fruits Basket. So I'm like, Oh my god. This Mona.
I don't know where the rumor came in where the chasm is supposed to be linked to Dendro.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I don't know where that rumor came from either.
I was forced to learn all of the
That one is
rules by heart,
adorable.
but even I don't take them that
They need to put that in the game. The other thing is that we did get new stickers.
Which is always very
I
important.
vote for more Zhao stickers. Oh, that is a cute Mona. It's look at the Chi-Chi. I love it.
Oh, I forgot about Ayato.
Oh, yeah. Everyone ships him with Toma.
He possibly posted about Yay being in 2.5 there. So it looks like Ayato is rumored to be after 2.5, so he's a way off. I don't know. I don't know if they'll do like you said. Well, 2.4 kind of is the Lantern Festival time period.
Yep.
So they would do her and Zhao. So then maybe they'll do Zhao first and then her during the Lantern
I
Rite.
can see that happening. Because in theory we've already had Zhao. And they don't really have the same role from what we know. I mean, so
When
I
does
could see that.
testing open for 2.4?
In like right before 2.3 starts.
When is
So
two-
probably like the 25th or 6th of this month.
Let me go check when 2.3 is coming.
I think I'm a tester. Like if I get a
You
Zhao
reply. So
reply,
unfortunately, it's really difficult to tell with rerun characters who's going to be the character.
All right then.
Yep.
I'll teach you. Oh,
Like we
yes.
only knew it was going to be Albedo because of the free sword that we're getting. And because of the Dragon Spine event. But
Yeah.
the free sword goes really well with him. Oh yeah, did you talk about the new artifacts too?
No, I didn't. Where is that?
That was from a while ago. I know everything is on Honey Hunter.
Okay.
But basically, new artifacts are going to be specific for Kokomi,
Oh yeah,
Chi-Chi
yeah.
pretty much, and Albedo.
Honey Hunter. So yeah, I'm gonna be completely changing my Kokomi build probably.
It's at the very bottom of this page.
Okay, let me get the link.
But yeah, that is definitely Kokomi's build. And Chi-Chi's.
honestly, I hope Chi-Chi gets a better build and that maybe some of her
The
crime
husk,
will
the husk
down.
of the opulent dreams.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, it says a character equipped with this artifact set will obtain the curiosity effect in the following conditions. When on the field, the character gains 1 stack after hitting the opponent with a geo attack, triggering a maximum of once every 2.3 seconds. When off the field, the character gains 1 stack every 3 seconds. Curiosity can also stack up 4 times, providing 6% defense. And so this one's a geo. But
Oh yeah.
You want to learn
So that one is
Oh,
straight up for Ito, Albedo, and Noel.
and this one's Ocean Hued Clam. And this is when the character equipping this artifact set heals a character in the party, a sea-dyed foam will appear for 3 seconds, accumulating the amount of HP recovered from healing, including overflow healing. At the end of the duration, the foam will explode, dealing damage to nearby opponents based on 90% of the accumulated healing, which will actually work really, 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 really well with Kokomi. This damage is calculated similar to reactions as electrocharge, superconductant, but is not affected by elemental mastery, character levels, reaction damage bonuses. Only 1 sea-dyed foam can be produced every 3.5 seconds. Each sea-dyed foam can accumulate up to 30,000 HP. There can be no more than 1 sea-dye at a time. This effect can still be triggered when the character who is using the artifact is not on the field. Okay. So that's actually really good for, Kokomi.
Yep.
Oh,
Like anyone who does massive healing, this is gonna be really good for.
I just realized my thing is not showing it.
Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart.
Let me move this
Even I
up
don't
maybe
take
a
it
little bit.
seriously.
Nah. Why are you like this? Okay.
I want you to see Maiden's Beloved, which
Yes.
got massively power crept by this.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that looks like the leaks that we know right now. Obviously, we're going to be getting some stuff in tomorrow. I really, really, really hope that they surprise us. I don't expect it.
Probably like something new that we didn't know, but yeah, usually it's not anything like huge.
Are we getting an Archon quest?
No,
Damn.
I wish. I know. Or like
I
a
would
sibling
say,
quest.
like an Archon quest, kind
A
of going
sibling
back
quest.
more into the whole thing between us and our twin.
Yeah, I would love more of a sibling quest too.
Just because we haven't gotten one for a while.
We super haven't.
Oh no, my Luna.
You need to see Dainsleif again.
Same.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I mean, Dane got yeeted into that portal.
Yeah. What happened with that?
Like, please let me know.
Yeah. I
yeah,
would love to know.
I feel like they are going to have too much time between things that we're going to forget.
That's not untrue.
And also that we can't go back and see like old cutscenes or anything.
I said that we need to have like a library, just like we have in 14, where we can just go back and rewatch cutscenes.
We really need that.
The book in 14 is the most useful thing. I went back and I totally realized I had forgotten an entire character in 14. But not totally forgot.
Yeah.
That story is massive though. So that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because mobile users really limit. I know somebody, I was seeing people had to uninstall because of the size.
My phone freaks out on it all the time.
I don't even know. Unless they have like a completely separate app that you can download somehow. I don't know how they do that. Like, if they just have like 2 different versions and like have like you can download an app to view the story separately.
Just have the the cutscenes be downloadable separately, like with
Or you click on a link, maybe.
Or it could be something on like Mihoyo's website. Like you can sign in. You
That's a
used
good
to be
idea,
able to
too.
sign in to get your premium rewards from the lives because it didn't have a link on the phone or computer. So yeah, I had to do it on like the website. If you signed in with your account over there, then it would be able to tell how far you'd gotten, and then there should be like a link to like a little book or something, and it can tell you your cutscene.
Yeah, that would be super useful.
So,
Even if it wasn't in the main game.
Yeah, you'd still be able to get to it.
Right.
so
And that will affect like the I guess like downloadability.
are we looking
Yeah.
forward to Ito at all?
No.
What are our
Yeah.
thoughts?
I'm not.
I know that he's
I want Ganyu.
he's loved by fans, a lot of fans.
He is
I'm
absolutely
looking
loved by
forward to him in terms of adding a new different type of character that they'll look this. I really hope that Mihoyo, especially for where Sumeru, makes more models. We need
I
different
just don't
character
think I
model
need
types.
Ito in my build right now, especially because I am trying to get Albeda.
I think Ito's great because in terms of adding diversity in to characters in Genshin.
I agree.
Yeah,
So that's one thing that I'm excited for.
he is a chaotic boy.
I'm great. Like, I think he's a great character. I really do.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's fun.
I do wish he had shown up more because a lot of the time, like the hype build up and my interest in I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like my interest in characters comes from seeing them in the story. It comes from interacting with them, getting to know them.
Yeah.
So
So that's why I
I think
personally wasn't
not
super
being able to see
into it.
him really, really cut that down. And obviously, there's still plenty of hype around him. But if it makes any sense, I kind of wish there wasn't, just so that they would kind of have to learn from the fact that, like, okay, like, we didn't put this character in the story, maybe we should have, kind of a thing.
I don't think so. I think if there wasn't hype, it would be detrimental to the character because Mihoyo is going to make characters that make them money. If the character
That's
isn't
true.
hyped and doesn't make money, then they're not going to make. That's why we have such a lack of male characters. Because unless it's Zhang Li, they tend not to do the best, except for Venti, but Venti's odd. And I'm not even going
Italia
to.
and Japan.
Venti is a very, very.
I'm not going to comment on
unique
why.
case.
But even like Child doesn't do that well. The only thing that holds him up is Japan.
I mean, Japan carries him.
Yeah,
so.
he carries him. So
You're just carrying
They're
Cloud around on their
ridiculous.
shoulder.
So he does make money,
but he doesn't.
just pretty much only in Japan.
Yes, but almost all the characters make money in a way.
Yeah.
The other thing is Kokomi got really shafted in terms of sales because she was right after Raiden.
I mean, that's one reason.
Well, yeah, one of the many reasons.
Yeah.
The Raiden Shogun was pulled on a ton. Okay, y'all. But look at my princess. She's so adorable. I'm just really disappointed. She's a really interesting character, and they obviously put a lot of thought and stuff into her, but it seems like they just dropped it at somewhere along the line. Because yeah, everything, yeah. Okay.
Because even her story quest was mostly like tell rather than showing
It was.
of how good of a strategist she is. Like they just kept telling us that she was really good, but wouldn't show us.
Yeah, and we know
We talked about that too, you and I.
like we know now from like the character story, unfortunately, because of the way they did it, that she's not. That's what they did. They made her look like she's not a good strategist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They completely undermined her.
Half your army died.
And to be fair, like I said earlier, like they could have finessed it. They could have changed it.
They could have what they could have done is they could have commented on her not being at the end battle of Isanuma because she should have been there. No matter what, she should have been there, and but they could have commented on it, and she could have gone into her energy thing of why she goes and retreats because she just has no energy. She could have could have happened. That would have been more
Don't call
interesting
me
what
out. I
they
had to
did.
go and hide in a corner for 2 months.
Okay.
Which honestly, like we were talking earlier, Kokomi is too relatable to me and it makes me intensely uncomfortable. Like,
Okay.
she has a tiny notebook. Like, I
Alright.
feel called out.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream a tiny bit early, and I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm actually gonna send over for a raid. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for joining me on the stream and talking. I actually think it's fun talking about things. It's like a panel. I'm getting different people's ideas. So yeah, I'm gonna send it over.
You're not showing off your Abyss run.
What?
Except you're not showing off your Abyss run. That's what people in panels do now.
Oh, I can. Next Abyss, I could.
You could watch me crying over Abyss on my phone account.
I think a panel's
Oh
good.
god,
All right, I'm
sounds
gonna send
awful.
it. Thank you guys so much
I
for
was so
watching,
sad.
and I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's see.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own
Okay,
direction.
we're rating.